Then there are the sins against people, hatred, contentions, jealousies, outbursts of wrath, selfish ambitions, dissensions, heresies, and envy. The Holy Spirit never leads any of us into any of those. Hatred is an attitude of the heart that expresses itself through actions such as contentions, outbursts of wrath, or many other works of the flesh. Okay, what are contentions? Speaks of a combative and argumentative spirit. And that is so hard to come against. I want you to write these two verses down. We're about to the end of our time. And I want you to write these down and look those up in terms of the word contentions. Romans 13:13 and 1 Corinthians 3:3. And then jealousy and envy are kind of put in the same category. So what's the difference between jealousy and envy? I've always had a hard time. In this study, I uncovered the difference. There's a slight difference between the two. It's not you're angry and you've been angry for a long time and you're just seething, stewing in your juices. You have this total and complete crazy outburst. Okay.
Like your possession.
Yeah, right. Like you feel like you've been possessed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's to lose your temper and being absolutely unable to control your anger. That's an outburst of wrath. And then selfish ambitions, that's something that we all deal with. The kind of work that is done for money and no other reason. And I thought about the politicians. Not that all politicians do this, but they campaign for election and they make all these promises, but it's not for the service that they can provide for the people, but only for what? For their own glory and their own selfish gain. Right. It's that question that Templeton the rat asked in Charlotte's Web. Do you remember it? Let's say it together.
What's in it for me?
I think he's so funny. Oh, well, if there's something for me, maybe I will do this. So, dissensions, you were asking about that earlier, and it describes a society or a church where the members fly apart instead of coming together. And I see that happening in our country right now. It used to be the Democrats and the Republicans could work together. When I grew up, yeah, there were differences, but there wasn't this hatred and this major dissension going on where they were just at each other. We can do that in the church as well. And it can be over something as silly as what color is the carpet. But dumb stuff like that. Guys, we've got people are going to hell. And we're quibbling with one another over the color of the carpet. Really? Who do you think is behind that? Huh? Yes. Step back and say, this doesn't matter. In the larger scheme of things, it does not matter what color this carpet is or what